Let's stand up really tall, press our feet in. You can all hear me okay, I assume. All right, let's reach our fingers down toward the floor, pull our belly in, lift our heart center. So get really long, shoulders are down, crown of the head lifting up. And let's begin to roll our shoulders back. I had some really cool music for us today, and then I was told, no music. So getting into the shoulders, but already practicing not moving our core, keeping that all engaged. And then let's take our right arm overhead and our left arm down and just reach big. And then switch. Reach big and switch. Deep breath. Keep the belly tucked in. Big stretch. Big stretch. And arms down. Taken behind our back. Open our chest and begin to stretch the front of our body. So from the side, just gently lifting up. Belly and ribs stay tucked. Good, please release. Take our hands forward. We're going to stretch our upper back. So let's press our palms together, shoulders down, round. Shoulders stay down in the sockets. Press. Take it over to the right side, keeping our shoulders down. Back through center, over to the left side, belly in. And back to center. Now I'm going to take both arms overhead, and I know we have some shoulder situations going on, so you can always release your arms, but we're just stretching overhead, side to side. And bring the arms down. Place a stick or feet above hip width apart. We'll start warming up the lower body. Full squats. So our weights in all four corners of our feet. And then maybe we sit a little lower. We know to check that our knees don't come in front of our toes. Deep breath, inhale, exhale. Now I'm going to take it down and hold. I'm going to use my hands on my thighs, belly in, tiny little pulses down in our squat. So we're just using our own body weight for strengthening. Maybe sit a little lower. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and come up, toes out. So if you have a chair or a wall near you, you may choose to do that. Let's rotate our toes out, our knees out, our belly in, and let's begin to sink into our first plie. So no bouncing here, very controlled. Pull your girdle in. Inhale, bring the legs toward each other. Exhale, send the knees out. Inhale, exhale. Pelvic floor is lifted. Chest is lifted. So you know your knees. You know if you need to back off a little bit, then do that. But if you can go down a little lower, go down a little lower. and 4 and 3 and 1. Let's bring it down and hold. We got our belly in. Let's lift our right heel up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's a little lower, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Both heels down, lengthen and down. Start feeling your inner thighs heat up, your outer thighs, your glutes, and lift. Whew. And here we go. Let's hold it down. Find your posture. Let's lift our left heel up and down, up and down, and down. Maybe a little lower. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Heel down. Let's do a few more. Lift, heels down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's take it down. Last one. Hang in there. We got this. I'm going to lift both heels. Feel free to leave them down. Tiny little pulses. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Woo, good work. Let's bring our heels together. We'll stand in Pilates position. So our toes out, heels together. We'll really engage our inner thighs here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Lift, down. So, ladies, we're going to try to go straight up and down, not rock our body forward and back. So squeeze in, lift and down, lift and down. Inner thighs press. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now I'm going to take my knees out, squeeze them back together. Out, in, stand tall, breathe. Each time we come back in, imagine you're zipping your legs together, resisting, inner thigh. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's hold here. I'm going to add a little bit more. If you need to back off a little bit, feel free to do that. You can go back to doing what we just did. Otherwise, I'm going to add to that. I'm going to lift up, squeeze the legs together. Let's keep our heels lifted. Drop down, little balance. Squeeze back up, heels down. Here we go. Lift, knees out, lift, heels down. So you can do this without lifting your heels as well. And down, up, and down. But let's try 4 more. Up. I hope everybody's having a good time this morning. Using our own machines, our bodies are our machines today. Last one, up and down and up and down. Very nice. Let's get some, I'm going to use, I have 2 sets of weights. What we're going to do at first needs very light weight because there's a lot of repetition. So if you don't have really light weights, maybe you'll do it using the weight of your arm. Okay, so I want to be careful with this. We'll stand tall, with or without weights, palms up. It's going to send them forward, drop them back down. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. So again, there's no movement in our upper body except for the arms. Reach, down, and down. And reach and down. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 4, 3. So even though we have really lightweight or no weight, we're doing lots of repetitions here. Let's take them forward. Check that your shoulders are back and down. You're down away from your ears. And I'm going to do tiny pulses. Palms up. And 8, 7. It's always okay to come out of the pose. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Go, please take your feet apart. I'm going to go with a little heavier weight this time for some lateral raises. You decide. All right. So our knees are bent slightly, our belly's in. We're not rounding forward, shoulders back. Inhale up, exhale down. So we're only going to come slightly below shoulder height. We don't want to take it any higher than that. And again, if you have your shoulder situations going on, maybe you won't use weights in both arms. Let's do 8 more. Keep that core tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Bringing our feet in, please. Upright row. Shoulders are rolling back and down. Belly in. Lift, press. Lift, press. So I'm going to add a little balance to this. If you'd like, let's pick our right foot up off the floor. 4, maybe just your heel comes up. 2, 1, and down. Feet wide. All right, let's do those lateral raises again, changing weights if you need to. Shoulders back, belly in, up and down. So I'd rather focus today on less different exercises and really focusing on our form and doing them properly and more repetitions. Woohoo, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet come in. Woo. We go, let's stand tall, find our posture. Knees are soft, belly's tucked in, upright row. Go up, rest down. So I'm going to turn, kind of squeezing our shoulder blades back and down. Now I'm going to pick the other foot up and play with balance. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice job. All right. I'm going to go back to light weights or no weights. Hope we're all taking drinks of water. All right. Here we go. We're going to do that same set of exercises again. So we're standing tall, belly in, palms up, both arms reach and down. And down. Again, there's no swinging of the body. Everything's pulled in. Could do one arm at a time. That would work as well. Good. Let's try 4 more. 3, 2, and now we're gonna hold it up there, shoulders down, belly in, tiny pulses, coming no higher than the shoulders. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. Whew. Here we go. Let's take our palms up again, elbows in. I'm going to send them out, pull it in, out, squeeze them in, send them out, squeeze them in. Chest lifted, belly engaged. Reach, pull them in. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it right here. Tiny pulses up. I'm going to come onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. Just challenge the balance a little bit. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down. Good. So I will let you know I plan to do the resistant tube today. And then Carrie suggested just weights because that's probably what you all would have. So it seems like we're doing a lot with weights. I would prefer not to do all weights, but that's what we're doing. So again, you can always sit your weights down. We're going to move into some lateral raises with the elbows bent. So you decide, find your weights, shoulders back, belly in, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, press them in. Four, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's give our shoulders a little break. I know that's a lot. We'll take our feet apart, roll our shoulders back, stand tall, scoop the belly in. We're going to just go over to one side, pulling one arm up and come up. Okay, keep going over. When you go over, we want to keep this long, right? So it's not this. It's really tall. Ooh, feel that up your side. Both sides stay as long as you can get them. Let's do 4, 3. Keep the tummy engaged. 1, stand tall, let's switch. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We got 2 more shoulder exercises, so please use weights or no weights depending on just how you're feeling. Okay, but the important thing is we're using our body. So stand up tall, belly in. I'm going to do some overhead presses. Pressing up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send them up. Inhale down. We'll try to relax down through our shoulders and neck as much as we can. Ooh, last set. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So we did our shoulders overhead, we did lateral, one more to go so we get it complete. And this time I'm going to take the arms forward. So stand up tall, chest lifted, belly in, right arm's going to come up, exhale, lift, and down. So if you're not using weights, ladies, you could go a little quicker. If you're using weights, it's going to be a little bit more controlled. Hang in there. Last 8 for the shoulders. 7, 6, remember, no rocking. 2, 1, and down. Good. Release the shoulders. We're going to move to bicep curl. Again, if we have tubes, there's lots of other things we could use besides weights, but we have weights, so that's what we're going to do. So generally, our bicep and tricep can handle more weight, but you make that call. So we'll keep our weight on both legs, arms down to our side, palms forward. Slowly, let's start slowly. First, palms up. We're going to squeeze the bicep, slowly lower down. Deep inhale, exhale, lift, squeeze, inhale down. Best way to work the biceps is not to let the rest of your body help out. So no rocking. Inhale. Our biceps can generally take a bit more. So I'm going to do a few extra reps here. Two and 1. Let's take a little break. So just a little reminder, which you probably already know, but a lot of times when we're doing weight work, we'll see people bending their wrist. And we want to keep that wrist straight. Imagine that you have a little rod there. It's keeping your wrist from bending. So your biceps doing the work, not your wrist. All right, here we go. Set 2. Now we're going to do the bottom half. Shoulders back, belly in. So exhale will come halfway whole. Inhale, extend it down. If you want to add balance, pick one foot up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's release. We're going to do that again. Bottom half of the bicep. Palms up, elbows in, shoulders down. Maybe lift your other leg up. I'm sorry, halfway up and down. Up and down. So when we do it this way, we're working the lower part of that bicep muscle. Four, 3, 1, and down. Good. Woo! I'm going to go with lighter weights so we can add shoulder rotation. So weights or no weights, your call. I'm going to stand tall or sit tall, open out, bring it back in. So our upper back muscles are working hard back here. Press in. And we'll notice the elbows stay in close to the body. We're not coming out. Shoulder rotation. Get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Let's set our weights down for just a moment. Take a moment to stretch our upper body, our arms. And the same thing in the front. Let's drop our shoulders. And we're going to press out so we feel that all down our arms. And if you'll come up and hug ourselves, if your shoulders will allow, kind of give yourself a little hug. And we're going back to biceps. So I'm going to go with a little heavier. I'm going with 5. It's really weird. I can't see you. I just hope that you're still with me and you aren't cursing me. Okay. So now we're going to do the top half of the bicep. We did the lower half. Now we're going to get up into the top half of the bicep. So stand tall, soften the knees, tuck in, shoulders back. Let's start up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, we'll notice our elbows are in close to our body. That takes the weight, the work from the shoulders more into the bicep. Here we go. Maybe we're balancing. I'll take my leg out this time. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Set 2 when you're ready. Arms up, shoulders down. Other leg out possibly. Inhale down, exhale, bring them up. Just a reminder to try to keep those wrists straight. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Whew. Tricep. Tricep, we can generally use heavier weight too, but that's your call. So on tricep, we're going to bend our elbows back. And I'm going to take my right foot back. Hopefully you can see me. Take the right foot back. So I'm a little bit at an angle. I'm going to kind of hinge forward from my hips. Elbows back, shoulders down, belly in. Now keep your elbows there. Send it back, squeeze, pull it back in. Exhale, squeeze, inhale. And breathe, inhale. Send them back, bring it in. So we notice there's no swinging. Sometimes we put a lot of work on our shoulders by getting a lot of motion going, and it really is very, very controlled. Elbows stay back there. Let's do 4 more. And release. Bicep curls 1 more time. Those biceps can take it. Palms are forward, up, shoulders back. This time let's do the full range, all the way up Slowly down, fight gravity. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, resist down. So let's, on this set, let's focus on really lengthening the arms all the way down, not kind of stopping halfway. So stretch it, contract it. Just gonna swing the arms front so the weights are closer together, get a little different angle of the bicep. Ooh, I know we're getting tired. Let's try not to swing. Keep that core engaged. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Whew. That's about it for standing bicep. I think hopefully we wore those muscles out a little bit. Tricep set 2. So I'm going to take my left leg back. We'll hinge forward. So notice the spine stays long. We're not rounding ourselves forward. Shoulders are back, elbows back. Keep them back there. Send them back and tuck. Exhale, inhale, stretch, bend. Ooh, 8 more. We got this. 7. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1, and down. Woohoo! Let's put the weights down if you used them. And let's stretch. So I want to do a little bit of standing kind of bar work. And I actually have a real bar here. So I might go to the bar after I do my bar work. And let's switch, shoulders down. But a chair or a wall, anything will work. We're not going to hang on that bar. We're just going to use it for a little bit of support. And maybe the biceps. So we can turn our palm up. Press. A deep breath. So we know it's important to drink a lot of water, especially when we do this muscle work. Even if it's cold where you are, our muscles are breaking down a little bit with this, and really important that we hydrate extra special when we do weight works. I'm going to take a drink right now. Let's find a chair or a wall or a bar. We're going to stand tall. So my fingers are touching it, but I'm not leaning. Okay, nice and tall. Here we go. Let's take our right foot out and we'll keep the hips square. That means our hips and shoulders face front. We're not going to open. Okay, and then let's just lift and down, leg lift up and down and down. Keep going. You'll notice when you lift your leg to the side, our hip doesn't allow it to go way up. It's not supposed to go way up. Just a little press out, press in, out, in. Point our toe, hips stay forward. 8, 7, 6. Let's check. We're not leaning. Maybe we let go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're going to take that same leg and do some circles, small circles. front to back. Can we do it without moving our upper body? So no help with our core. Maybe we let go. And keeping it extended, let's reverse that direction. Small circles. Woo, sometimes the stationary leg feels it as much as the working leg. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Here we go. Let's come closer. We're going to do some lunges back. So with our fingers resting, let's take our right leg back. Looking for that right angle. We all know this. Upright and back. I'm going to stay with that same leg. Back and down. Maybe I'm not going to use the bar at all. And up. Using our own body weight to work our hips and our legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, let's take our leg back and hold it back. Shoulders over hips, belly in, slight tuck in the tailbone. I'm going to go down and up. You go down as slow as you're comfortable going. Maybe sit here and just do a little hip tilt. So 8, 7, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And come up. Let's do the other side. So we'll stand up tall. That's really the important thing, is that you're lining your body up. You've already got weight on it from your own body. You don't have to do anything crazy with the arms. So we'll have our outside leg pointed, hips square, left. Remember, it's a small lift. That's all we need. Let go if you want to let go. Let's try 8 more. Woo. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to hold it out there. Check that we're not leaving. And let's do our little circles. Really pointing and lengthening that leg before we circle. And reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! It's always hard when we do the second side because that leg's already tired. All right, we're going to take that leg back. Way back. Let's find our alignment. Knee over ankle and back. Down. That reminds me of my Catholic upbringing. Little genuflect in church. Down, up. Let go if you want to let go. Let's try 6 and 5. Taking our time. And 4. And 1. Here we go. Up, in, down, up. Remember, it can be little tiny. It could be a little hip flex or tilt, or it could be a full genuflect. And 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Yes, we got that finished. Let's do a little stretch for those hips. Crossing one foot over, sit back. Woo. So a little bit longer here, flexing that foot that's crossed over, maybe sitting a little lower. And then we'll come up. I'm going to hold the foot to stretch the front of the leg. You could just take your foot back, press a hip forward without holding on. And then we'll do the other leg, crossing it over, flex the foot, sit back. Ah.
I have to leave the meeting. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. And then we'll come up and either hold on to that foot or just flex our foot, press the hip forward. All right, last part of class. Yay, we're going to take it down. We don't need our equipment except for our own bodies. Let's come to the end of our mats or the floor, whatever you have. Inhale, let's reach up tall. Belly in, ribs in. Let's tuck our chin and begin to round our spine down into a forward fold. Taking our time. Belly comes in, knees are soft. Great stretch for the back of the body. Find your forward fold, couple deep breaths. I'm going to place both hands on the floor, bend your knees as much as you need to bend your knees, and let's begin to walk ourselves out for our high plank. So let's hang out here for a little bit, get long. Heels press back. Maybe our knees are down, that's okay. Maybe one knee is down. Heels press back, crown of the head reaches forward. Pull the belly and ribs up. So stay here for about 30 more seconds. Do your best, breathe. Halfway there, pull that belly up. I'm going to go to a low plank on my elbows, my forearms. So again, you can take your knees down if you like. Let's stay here for 30 seconds. Hang in there, halfway there. And we'll drop to our knees. Let's sit back into our hips. Child's pose, let go. Please walk your hands over to one side. We'll try to keep our hips down on our heels. So the work is really, the stretch is really in the side body. Good, back to the center. Over to the other side. Back to center, please. Let's have a seat. And we're going to do a little bit of yoga core work. So hands behind our thighs. Just keep that long spine. We did a lot for upper back and shoulders. So let's keep them engaged, belly in. Taking our time. Maybe our toes stay down. Maybe our toes come up. Belly in. See about letting go. Sometimes we do one arm and then the other. Lift that chest up, shoulders back, stretch the fingers. 30 seconds, we got this. $15. Woo. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice work. Let's let our knees drop to the side. Let our spine round, our head tuck, and stretch. Before we do our final stretch, I'm going to do a little bit of core work, and I'm going to use some weights, light weights.
Can't see you. Just wanted you to know.
Oh, you can't? No,
Move back. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Is that better?
A little better. Yeah. Now I can see you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So last work for the core. I'm going to hold the weights, but you can use them or not. Shoulders back, pull your belly in. I'm going to round partway back. Keep the spine rounded. Pull the belly in and come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale. Now you might find that you can go a little closer to the floor. We don't want to go all the way down. Inhale down. Exhale up. Our shoulders are down. We're breathing. Now I'm going to take my arms out straight. If your shoulders are bothering you, maybe you won't do this. Shoulders back, down, up. So if you're not using the weights, maybe you take your hands across your chest and a little extra of your own body weight. This time, let's go back and hold. I'm going to go to one side. Come back to center. Hold. Other side. Center and up. Oh, our belly's working really hard, supporting our lower back here. Just a couple more. Down. Last 4. Down. Down. And 3. And 4. Please put the weights down. Let's roll onto our back. Can you still see me? I'm assuming you can.
Yes.
My legs. Yes? Okay. Legs to tabletop. Support our head, lift our upper back. Crunch. So again, no bouncing. Hang in there. We're almost finished. Keep those ribs in, the belly in. Exhale. Exhale. Just 100 more and we'll be done. No, I'm kidding. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it onto our back, hug our knees. Let's rock and roll a few times. So just hug our knees into our chest, maybe cross your ankles, around our spine. And the next time we come up, we're going to try to pause one more time. Boat pose. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet come down. Oh, let's finish. I'm going to walk my hands up. Your knees will allow. We'll stay in a little squat. If not, slowly bring yourself back to a standing position. And then we'll roll up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down one more time. Fill up. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Well, it was an honor to be with you today. This